All across Central California, startup companies are daring to dream big. They're finding innovative solutions for a wide range of problems. Just as the Toyota Prius has revolutionized hybrid technology, the people driving these companies are defining a bold new world. With the winning combination of tech know-how and a little business savvy, these are the changemakers to watch, right here on Driving Innovation. Today I'm in the Central Valley headed to a nugget market to meet with Dan Marash. He's the founder of California Safe Soil. This is a company that is forever changing the agricultural world. It produces an all-natural fertilizer out of the very same leftover fruits, vegetables, and meats from our local supermarkets that would have otherwise gone to waste. This high-yield fertilizer makes the agricultural business more productive, sustainable, and reduces the need for pesticides. Dan.
Hey Doug, how are you?
Doing well.
Hey, nice
you
to
could
see
not
you.
have picked a better store to show us where it all starts.
Well, Nugget Market's a beautiful store, and we're here to help them with a big problem. They have food that gets beyond the sell-by date, which you can't sell it, you can't donate it, it's not safe to eat anymore, yet it still has a lot of value. And what we do is recycle it and get it back into the ground to grow the next crop.
You recycle food.
And we make fertilizer out of it.
So it's basically coming full circle.
It's all about sustainability. As you can see, there's a lot of produce, and there's always going to be some percentage that doesn't make it. And so that's what we want to get. We want to capture that part of the waste stream and create value from it.
I take it there's a lot of food that's wasted throughout the United States.
As much as 40% of food gets wasted. And you can cut that pie up into a lot of small slices, and the slice that we're going after is waste from supermarkets, from food processors, from distributors. We think every supermarket in the country should use this technology.
How much of a chunk of that pie are you looking to take out?
Well, we'd like to take out half of it, you know? If food waste were a country, it would be the #3 emitter of greenhouse gases. A typical supermarket throws away about 500 pounds of food per day. It's a lot. It's a global problem. But the idea is it's very scalable. Every major city should have one of these plants.
What is he doing here?
He's culling the produce aisle, taking away the parts that are inedible.
You mean to tell me you're turning this into fertilizer?
That's exactly what we're doing. People are finally realizing that you can't just put chemical pesticides and fertilizers down and get good crops. You have to take care of the soil. And what we're doing is converting this to food for the soil. Healthy soil makes healthy crops.
Is it possible to check out the factory?
Yeah, let's grab a bin full of recycled organics and hit the road.
So everything that's in here goes into a grinder.
Exactly. And 3 hours later, it's fertilizer.
What would you say the best part of being a part of CSS is?
I think it's great to take a new technology and commercialize it and make it a reality. I mean, it started out as an idea, and now we're making it happen. There's just no reason to have all that waste when it can go to productive use.
So this is the factory.
Yep, take a look.
This is cool.
Again, here's what we get from the supermarkets. You can see lots of fruits and vegetables beyond the point at which you would eat it, but there's still a lot of nutrient value here. And here's how we capture it. The first step in the process, there's a grinder. So we've got about 80% produce and about 20% meat and fish, a little bit of deli and bakery in there as well. Food is about 75% water. So as soon as you grind it, that first grinding step, it becomes a wet slurry. And then it gets pumped up and into the digester.
That's this big machine right here.
Yes, exactly. We can control the temperature there. We add enzymes. After that, the material gets screened because our product is 90% liquid and about 10% solid. The solids are used as pig feed. The liquid is our product, harvest to harvest. That drops through and collects in this tank here, and it's ready to go.
Once it's in the vat, how does it get to the farm?
We pump it into a tote, put it on the truck, take it to the farm. We are on our way to Sierra Orchard, and at Sierra Orchards, they grow organic walnuts, some of the best organic walnuts in the world.
You took a concept and brought it to life. I mean, that's gotta make you feel good.
You know, my kids are always talking to me about it. You know, how are things going with Save Mart? How are things going with Nugget? How are things going with the growers? They want to know everything about it. My investment banking job, they didn't care so much.
Beautiful.
I'll say. Look at this. Aren't these trees beautiful?
Yeah, they really are.
Here's where it all happens. This is a beautiful organic walnut orchard. Over here you can see the sprinkler system is on. The Harvest to Harvest is in the water. It's getting sprayed out all over the ground, sinking into the soil, creating more health and more life in the soil. And then guess what happens from that? This is what you get, is walnuts, organic walnuts. And then this ends up in the supermarket. What was left over from the last crop comes out to grow the next one. There's no question that healthy soil makes for healthy crops.
Dan, thank you so much for taking me on this amazing journey and showing me a glimpse of your world.
Doug, it's been my pleasure today.
What an incredible journey it was today with Dan Morash. California Safe Soil is certainly changing the face of farming. Its all-natural fertilizer improves the environment, increases crop growth, and reduces food waste. As far as I'm concerned, that definitely earns Dan the title of Changemaker. Be sure to join us on our next adventure as we meet up with another exciting Changemaker. I'm Doug Kolk. Thanks for watching Driving Innovation, brought to you by the IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus Toyota Prius.
And then our long-term goal is for someone that's had an injury like Matt, that he can take home and walk out in the community, cross the street, go to the theater, and all the things that we like to do.
How far are we away from that day?
We're getting there. Yeah. We're working on it.
Confident?
Yeah, definitely.